Wait to get my link from this live. But what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the trade room. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but thanks to technology and thanks to multiple streaming services, we are here. So, what I am doing now is getting my link over to Twitter. And then directly after that, we are going to talk about what today's stream is going to be about. And when it comes to technology, oh, somebody's volume is on.
That was my fault.
I hear myself. And when it comes to technology, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of blockchain. That's the beauty of DeFi kingdoms and what it's been able to do over the last 2 years is to work through kinks, work through updates, work through patches. And we're actually going to talk about some of the patches that they have dropped recently. So bear with me just another 30 seconds. This is going to be a stream full of charts and a few other things, but you have to let Twitter know that you are live. All right, so we are live again. Let's tweet that out there. Listen, nothing's going to stop us here. All right, we're live. Okay, cool. All right, so guys, again, welcome to the trade room. I'm hopping on the live here on my phone. It is a hot, humid Saturday evening, and today I do have Mr. Light Affinity Lotus himself, the gamer of gamers here, the shit talker, the Jedi himself. Light, how we doing?
The gamer of gamers. Hey, thank you. I don't know if I got that title anytime soon, but I am a gamer. And what's good? What's good? I'm happy to be here
Hey,
with you. Let's talk about some game and some good stuff out of
right.
Alpha.
Enough technical and sound difficulties, right? Let's
Oh, that
let's
was
talk about
harsh. That was harsh.
let's talk about some gaming. Look, this sound difficulty could have threw me way off, but I was
Uh,
like, no, you know what? We gotta get back to the energy. We gotta get back to things here. So
we
Skiller,
always. That's good.
yeah, Skilla, what's up? Thanks for popping in. Honestly, Skilla is the OG, right? Skilla
Oh,
is not all up in these streams, but when you talk about a mob boss that's in the background, OG status, helping a lot of people out, Skiller is one of them. And in one or the next stream that we're going to be putting out there on the trade room, we're going to talk about some summoning alpha
oh,
that Skiller so graciously has bestowed on myself, which, hey, in this community, it's all about sharing. It's not about keeping things to yourself. So I'm going to push out my interpretation of it, what parts of it I would take on, and what parts of it I may not take on, right? But this has been a tremendous addition to what I'm already doing as well. So shout out to Skiller. So again, welcome to the trade room. What are we going to be going over today? What are we going to be talking about? Well, there's a lot of things happening in the ecosystem, including the next crypto gem
oh,
aspect of things that's going on right now. But we're going to focus on a little bit of info on what's going on in DeFi Kingdoms, the next crypto gem, Holiday Wallet, and Affinity is going to speak on the Holiday Wallet and how we are going in and figuring out how to use it and what you may want to know about the Holiday Wallet. We're going to look at charts. We're going to look at Jewel. We're going to look at the eggs. We're going to look at gold. And we're going to look at a primal example of a game token that is currently going ballistics in GameFi world that most people in DeFi Kingdoms community doesn't know about, but the pattern that is forming is very similar to Jewel, and we're gonna see an example of what's possible, and we're gonna use the charts to detail that. All right, we're gonna talk about the $13 Holla for your mama. Okay, it's been heated over the last. How long has it been with the $13 Holla? 2 weeks now.
2 weeks. Whoa,
It's
has it
been
been 2 weeks?
I think it's been 2 weeks. I think it's
No,
been 2 weeks. So
no. This is
we're
the
gonna
first week. First
has
week.
it been the first week?
Yeah,
Oh man. You know
yeah.
what? That's how long of a week it's been. That is
Yeah.
how long of a week it's been
A
that it's
week and
felt
two
like
days.
two
A
weeks.
week and 2 days.
Right. So we're in a bit of the second week of of the $13 holla, but we'll take a look and see what's going on. Bullish Brovia, shout out to Bullish
Hey, what's up, man?
Brovia. He's doing some dope things out here. Welcome to the trade room. So we're gonna go from charts, go over to the $13 holla, and we're gonna give some additional details on some of these private duels between those in the $13 holla challenge, how that's coming about, but also too where remember when you're building a legacy or a legion, you want to work on the financial aspect of things, make sure that that's all situated how your strategy works out best for you, and then move on from there. So it's a full day, okay? A little bit of DFK update, a lot of charts, holiday wallet, its integration and what Light has been doing with that, and then the $13 holla. So without further ado, if you are here, thank you. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you put those alerts, okay, on, because
Share.
we had a little bit of technical issue today. The alert would have gone out twice for you, and you would be able to hop onto the proper link. And so, Affinity, you see the itinerary that we have for today. What are your thoughts on the itinerary, and what are you most excited about for us to talk about today? For me, it's always the charts, but for you, what is it?
Um, I might know what chart you're talking about, but I'm kind of interested in that that chart that you're saying that's kind of running like Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the what is it called? The holiday wallets are very exciting to me. I'll share on that in a minute, and how it almost gave me the heart attack of a lifetime. Right.
Mm.
Uh, and crypto gem.
Mm.
I also also a birthday event. So I'm not gonna say too much more, but the birthday event, I'm excited. Everything that the trade room and I have foreseen, or what do they call it, guessed, or
Mm-hmm.
has started to come to tuition. You know, not
Well,
exactly, but
Well, let's
similar.
start with that. Let's start with that.
Let's start with that.
Let's start with that, right? Because you know,
Start with that.
let's
That's
start
what
with
we're
that.
about
Right?
here.
Let's start with that.
That's what we do.
So listen. When we started everything, and we got the macro investor versus the macro gamer, yes, it's a versus type of thing. But when you have two contrarians that are on completely different opposites of things and bring things to the table, you get a chance to counter check, or counter spell check the things that you're saying if it matches what that macro gamer is saying as well. And we've gone back and forth on a few things. And when it comes to exploration, which Affinity called as the thing that they're being secret about, i.e., the boar hunt and the first iteration of exploration. When it comes to some of
Expedition
the,
for that one.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
exploration in the English language, they're kind of close, right? But yes, expeditions.
Yeah.
When you see some of these things that, you know, the team might not fully say it, and it's left up to us to interpret and speculate. Yeah, some of the things we speculated on have come about, and one of the things that Affinity speculated about was that even though the team has mentioned it in different AMAs here and there, Affinity was really in tune with saying, "Hey, if we're going to be the cross-chain platform that we're looking to be, we can't just go visit other people. Other people have to come, an ecosystem have to come visit us." So
That's
it's
right.
interesting seeing this Dragons Crossing crossover, pun
Yeah.
intended.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that, and what it can do? And then I'll deliver my thoughts on what that is and what it can do for the ecosystem.
Oh man, with this new collaboration with Dragon Crossing, I need to learn more about Dragon Crossing. I don't really know too much about it, where it has items, equipable items or not. But a few live shows back, we were talking about collaborations with other games, other ecosystems, how we can bridge uh, their items over to our chain, and our heroes wear their stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? So um, maybe the item thing might not have came, but we are collabing with other chains, other games.
Mm-hmm.
How I was gonna how I was saying, I guarantee you that's where they're gonna head, and that's the best way, because you these type of games, and the mentality of Frisky, Fox, and Dreamer, I think um, they're going to be doing more collaborations with a lot more blockchains and cryptocurrency games and all that stuff, um,
Mhm.
right? And Dragon Crossing is just the tip of the iceberg, sort of say, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the bit that I would add to that, and I agree with what you're saying there. Yes, they're going to work with a lot more other ecosystems, things of that nature. I think the thing that I've put emphasis on, and I will continue to put emphasis on, not only as an XRP holder, but somebody who is closely watching all these litigations and court cases start to pan out. Because court cases take a long time. They're not 3 months. The Ripple SEC case is now going towards its third year. But what's happening in these court cases, and Dreamer is somebody who comes from where does Dreamer come from? um,
Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs, right? As somebody who
Yeah.
comes from Goldman Sachs, the rest of the entire crypto ecosystem is watching what's happening with these litigations, and with the XRP case and the judge legally stating that in her vision and analysis of the Howey test that XRP is not a security, it gives someone like Dreamer, who has all these connections, who may have been nervous about taking certain leaps. Man, I am so excited on what this team is going to put together over the next 6 to 8 months. It's amazing, right? And
They don't know.
they don't. Hey,
They don't
Goldman
know.
Sachs, all the big boys, rubbing
Yep.
shoulders, kissing babies, right?
Yep.
And so, and then not only on that end, but also too in a crypto ecosystem, digital asset ecosystem. I believe that they are going to Singapore soon,
Whew.
at a AVAX event that they
Yep.
have been wanting to go, but haven't taken that leap. But now that they have all these stuff in place, all the
Wonderful.
development happening, and even with the development, there's in the AMAs, we heard that they are not even heard. They said that they were able to segment the relationship between Wisdom Gaming and DFK, the
Oh yeah.
team, in order to make sure that things are flowing in the proper way. So there's just a lot of upper management that's been taken care of, and a lot of the nitty gritty that's been taken care of. And now we can go out and do what someone like Crypto Gritty has been asking for forever, is that intense marketing and pushing and utilizing the value that we're getting from some of these, partnership, let alone when they get the Clayton stuff figured out and going on. So yeah, on the Dragons Crossing aspect of things, I'm excited.
Let me add something to this.
Yeah.
Um, speaking of foundation,
Mm-hmm.
so um, I had to try. Um, Dreamer said this. What is it? I had it. You were saying it. Jeez, man, I had it.
Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
happens when you go live and you're too excited. uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't
Not.
continue. I'll add it when I
Oh
remember.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
for sure.
Go
I
go
mean,
ahead.
look, you're talking about Dreamer. We're going on from the partnerships, Dragon Crossing. Now next to the next crypto gem. We spoke even before behind the scenes, and I said that it seems like with the next crypto gem, my analysis is that within this first episode, they are focusing on the individuals behind these projects. They are not solely focusing on the project itself. And my interpretation of that was, look, the show could kind of stay the same in how it was able to capture me, which was enough because I was invested in terms of the team and the ecosystem and the game that I had an opportunity to participate in the show. But more importantly, if you're going to focus on the team and the individuals behind the game and additionally highlight the game itself, that is to the advantage of one of the best teams in crypto,
Oh, we
right?
win.
So
Yep.
Dreamer going in, and I'm sure we're gonna get exposed to more of what's happening development wise, tokenomics wise, and decentralization wise. It's just our ethos or the team's ethos and what they want to do and how they want to represent themselves is done in a very good way within the show. And so that's my thoughts in the next crypto gem. Obviously, we got some heavy hitters, George Leia, and Brian D. Evans in there. They're killing it. They're coming in, professional, dressed to impress, charismatic. And not just that, but now you have Crypto Grady, who was a part of the building blocks of getting DeFi Kingdoms on. Now, when you talk about somebody who needed a boost of energy, somebody who needed to recharge, Crypto Grady recharge is something nobody knows what to do with because he's about to go off. And the next crypto gem is going to give him that boost he needs to get through the holidays and represent the game and the ecosystem as he has. But that's my interpretation of the next crypto gem. I don't have much more than that, other than I will be tuning in, I will be watching, and now I can easily just share it with a friend, with an associate, that I don't have to do all this explaining. Here, watch the show. Catch this episode if you can. And I think that's going to be very special.
All right. So I have something to add to the crypto gem, not the one that I forgot, but the timing of the crypto gem and the timing of Dreamer that I didn't understand before, but now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're talking about October is coming out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you guys take it in, October is when they're gonna start airing it publicly, the second
The
time
second
around,
round, yeah.
right? So right now it's for the community. We stuff like the YouTube fams and the crypto family. We get that, we go on their thing and we can watch it now. But on October, it's gonna when they really air it to mainstream and more platforms. And with the timing, speaking of timing, I think they're gonna start releasing stuff then,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because normally they would release it on the birthday or whatever, some event kept on going. But then because of the timing of the crypto gem, I think that's why um, the Mad Boar Hunt is going to be around October, early October.
Mm.
Because when
Okay.
if it's released, if the Mad Boar Hunt is released, the Void Hunt is released, and then the crypto gem release a week later, guess what's flooding in,
A lot of traffic.
right? Because I think this is the best because when the public knows about us, but we don't have we just have whatever we have now, it's easy come, easy go.
Right.
But when we have boar hunts going in, at least the boar hunts, and the crypto gem airs to mainstream,
Yeah.
easy come, easy come, and stay because we have more content, right? They're uh, they can play. They can start mad boar hunting. They can start buying heroes. All the floors are starting to go because people. It's that there's always that range from starter to pros,
Mm-hmm.
or people with small pockets and then medium pockets and bigger pockets, right? So
Mm-hmm.
uh, if I were you guys, buy the news, or is it what is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news. This is
Mm-hmm.
the rumor stage, right? Not financial advice. Do your own research, but this is the rumor stage, right? Because the news has not hit yet,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when the news hits, that's when people are gonna come in. They're like, oh, well, we can do boar hunts. There's equipment. So uh, I was wrong about Dreamer and their timing, but you know what? The crypto gem, when it comes out in October, not now. Now it's not going to do them much, but in
Mm-hmm.
October, and I hope they drop at least the Mad Boar hunts before the October second round, because
Mm-hmm.
then the big boy, because October is when the new people come in,
Mm-hmm.
right? The
Yeah.
new people is going to come in, and if we don't have content for the new people come in, easy come, easy go, right?
Yeah.
So that's my little thing about the gem.
Yeah, yeah. The next
Hit,
crypto gem is interesting. It's dope. You
what's
know
up, Kong?
who? What's up, Kong? How we doing? What up, fam? Kong is an absolute beast. The combination of Crypto Greedy and Kong is it's an uppercut. It's an uppercut if you're not ready for it. It's gonna hit you with a lot of energy. So, shout outs to Kong there.
Yo, speaking of shoutouts, sorry, but you know what? Speaking of shoutouts, I have to, I'm sorry, but I have to give the shout out to this person, okay? This man is everywhere. Everywhere. Every single
Kong.
stream. No. Kong's great. I'm sorry, Kong. You're amazing too, right? Don't climb the Eiffel Tower and rip me up. But Kong's great. But um, there's another dude in here. He's always around, right?
Mhm.
He's a very good person, and he's always teaching people. He's showing up to their live streams. Everybody's live stream. This man's at, right? Just helping out with the views, and just hype, right? And so shout outs to Skiller, man. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
super shout out to Skilla.
yo,
Super shout out to Skilla.
the man's got knowledge and he's sharing knowledge. He's sharing alphas in the chat. He's not even a streamer, and when he's on APL, right, ALP, my apologies, no disrespect to ALP, right? I'm dyslexic, sorry, but shout outs to them. But yo, this man, I'm sorry, but this man needs more. He needs a bigger recognition than "What's up, Skiller?" You know what I mean? To be honest, he's done a lot for the community behind
Yeah,
the behind the doors, because like he
yeah.
has a lot of knowledge that he shares. You know what I'm saying? And again, he's in everybody's stream, hype.
Hmm.
Like showing the love, showing the support. So yo, thank you, Skiller. Yo, who's Skiller? Right? Who is it? But yeah, sorry about that. I just had to.
Yeah. It's all good, man. We here in the community, you know. The thing is with the DFK community, even from day one,
The whole
even in the in
community.
the in the Discord, it is
Yeah.
all about communicating with each other, bigging up each other, helping each other. When all the people came in and all the people left, we were still here doing our thing, you know. And so there's coming a time where we're gonna get some shine, and the OGs are all a big part of that
Yeah.
shine. So for real,
Hey,
shout out to
this
Skiller.
man took me on the podcast, and right
Mhm.
there, like they showed me love and they taught me stuff right there, and I'm just like, let's go, man."
Yeah, for sure. Skillet and Kong, man, these guys are everywhere. I don't know if they sleep, but I feel like if they do, they on a
Shout outs to
military
Kong as
regiment.
well. Yeah,
They're in the
those two.
military regiment.
Yeah, Skiller and Kong. These two are.
Yeah. So yeah, cool. Next crypto gem, we're all excited about it. You know, again, when it comes to charting, there's fundamental analysis, there's technical analysis, and then there's psychology, right? And so I said for a long time that human psychology takes a long time to change, and there are those who can recognize the change and those who see the change when it's already happened, right? And a lot of times when you're looking at charts, you have to factor those in. But the next crypto gem, as the universe and the stars and the moon align, is going to be a big part of that wave that we see and that wave that we continue to see over the next couple of years, if not to a decade, right? So we're going to move on, right? We talked about the partnerships end of things, cross chain end of things, dragon crossing. We talk about the next crypto gem and how much the community is behind that. We got influencers who actually are learning about the game, can make
Yes.
real educated decisions about the game, and not on Twitter memeing this and memeing that
Yes.
for engagement, right? And so, you know, now we're going to move on to the actual wallets, the different integrations that are happening. And so, what can you tell us? You know, right now you've been into the holiday wallet, you've been in and out of that ecosystem. What can you tell us about that ecosystem and what you've been learning in it, and why this may be beneficial to not only the community but new players coming in as well?
Um, you wanna share my video? Share my screen, and I'll show them the wallet and all the gameplay and all that good fun stuff. Oh
On
yeah, Kong's right. It's gonna pay off for us guys. 100, 1000%, 1000.
Yeah. On StreamYards, I honestly don't know how to do that. Anybody on live that knows how to allow someone to share their screen?
You know what? It's okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So for we're talking about the holiday wallet. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the holiday wallet. All right. So for you to create one, um, to my knowledge, the best way to do it is incognito, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're MetaMask users, I think the extensions or the privacy of the normal browser
Mm-hmm.
messes with it. So when I click sign up or log in, it brings me to a blank screen. So just keep that in mind, everybody. When you're, uh, he said share screen. If you click on my picture, you can
Yeah.
somehow click share screen or something.
If I click on yours,
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
there we go. And then how do I make this?
maybe I can stop sharing mine, right? Uh-oh. Not sure what happened there to my guy Affinity, but it looks like his screen tapped out. And so we're going to shift the holiday breakdown. He needs to do it on his end. Like you're talking about, I need to do it on my end. Um, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna give Light a chance to hop back in here, and I will try on my end as Kong gives us a tutorial. And speaking of tutorials, I hope that you guys have seen the update that the devs have made in. Oh, Affinity does. Okay. I hope that you guys see. I'm gonna add him back to the stage. I hope that you guys see um, the patch update that's been done on the game, where you can, whatever screen you go on, it'll offer a tutorial through it. And I haven't watched all of them, but I definitely plan on doing it. But
All
yeah,
right,
Affinity, I see your
there we
thing
go.
here.
I understand
Beautiful. Yo,
this.
listen, crypto grading for president, Kong for secretary, or maybe even vice president. I don't know
Let's go.
if I want to put
Yo, Kong CEO,
possibly
dog.
Con CEO, right? Con CEO.
No, no, hold on, no, no. He's uh Mr. Producer.
Oh
uh,
man, but cool.
uh,
Yeah, so give us some detail on the holiday wallet, what you
all right.
see on your end, the benefits, the additional thoughts that you may have.
Okay, so when you go to your so pretend I'm not logged in yet, okay? Yeah, you're gonna want to come in here, and there's gonna be like a connect your wallet, right? And once you connect your wallet, it's gonna bring you to uh the holiday screen where you log in. You know, let me log out and do this. Hold on, before.
Yeah, because I was saying, what's going on here? What's
Hold
going
on,
on
hold on,
here?
hold on. Here. Let's be more professional here. I didn't want it to show my, my info. All right, so look, this is what you're gonna be greeted with. Okay,
Okay,
you can see this, right?
okay.
Everybody, you can see this. Press one in the chat. We're all good. Um, all right, so you'll be greeted with this if you're a newbie, you're a newcomer, right? You want to scroll down, check out the tutorials or whatever. So this is great for new people,
Hmm.
right? So I love this what they did with Holiday, right? And the tutorial. This came out what 2 days ago. It's amazing
Hmm.
what they did. So you want to connect your wallet. Here's a little uh, uh what do they call it? Anyways, a little information. Okay, so whatever you decide to make your wallet as, you have to log into that, right? So if you
Mm.
decide to click on Gmail or click on Twitter, the next time you have to click here. You can't just go here and type your Gmail and Twitter here, because then it's going to bring you to another account. Same email, but because you know how your MetaMask, you can have like 50 wallets within the main wallet.
Yeah.
So it's going to do that,
Okay.
right? So yesterday I created it down here, but then I logged in again out here after I sent out my heroes, and then
Okay.
I logged in here, and then it brought me to a account that I didn't even know I had, and I
Hmm.
was like, oh my god, where's all my heroes? The XO number was different. I'm like,
Right.
did they like delete all my stuff, or what's going on? So don't panic. I had a heart attack. You don't have a heart attack. Okay. So just make sure if you log in here, log in here. If you log in through here, log in through here, or sign up. If you signed up through one of these, continue clicking this. Bolon said this earlier on one of the streams. So don't panic. Just remember where'd you sign up, from here or from here, whatever it is, right? And please, to be honest, if you're going browser, use incognito, right? Especially if you're a streamer, you're recording it. They don't see your browsing history, right? Whatever it is, right? So use incognito. And so far, to me, it only works in incognito. This wallet setup, right?
Okay.
So I have to be in incognito. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, right? And once you sign up, you literally just click on this, click on the email, right? Before I do this, see here. right? And you choose your accounts and stuff like that, and you click on it. Oh, good. I didn't have to. All right, because I was already in, and it's gonna greet you with this. So you're gonna, you know, to be honest, the pro guys like us, like that uses MetaMask, don't do this, because this sends the keys to your email, and when it sends the key to your email, there's a lot of eyes looking at your email, right? You understand this, Mister Trade Room. You understand the blockchain, right?
Yeah, yeah, I understand the blockchain. You
Yeah.
know, Google
So
Gmail is
yeah,
super secure. They always delivering patch updates, but it's all about your preference. Somebody coming in that just always uses Gmail, like I'm at work, everything on my job email allows me to connect to every single thing.
yeah.
So some people will opt into that, and you just have to, how much do you trust Gmail?
Yeah, right. So for me, this is my $13 account, so I'm not really too worried or care about my seed phrase being sent to me because I know I'm not going to lose my email and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
But if I were you and the new people, uh, you're gonna have to click on here, do your. It's gonna step by step. It's really simple. Trust me. Like they made it so simple where it's you click, you copy, and you click, and then you click again, and it's all done.
Okay, cool. So talk
Right.
to us about what's
Um,
happening now that you can get into your wallet and do what you got to do.
All right, so let's maybe next time. All right, there. So now with the beauty of holiday, you don't even like. I wish can't. So literally, you can actually. You know what? Let me do a trade and show you how smooth it is. Right? Let me do a
Mhm.
trade. All right, we're gonna get some jewel. Oh, another thing because so here's another insight on the holiday. Right? This is the thing you have to keep in mind because is they it's like an allowance, right? So the holiday wallet, I believe, don't quote me on this. They want a minimum amount depending on what you're doing. So if you're questing, they want like a minimum of 1 jewel or 2 jewel if you're questing, right? So if you have a bunch of heroes on the holiday account and you set like 20 quests, you better have at least 10 jewel, right? Because it's not like the MetaMask where we can decline transactions, right? They don't know how to decline. They just go. Right? There's no declining on the holiday. So you better have enough gas, right?
Mhm.
So today I was talking to the boys, our $13 Holla boys here. I had point 7 jewel left on this account. I couldn't do anything. It says you don't have enough fundings. Please go to the on ramp and add more jewel.
Mhm.
So keep in mind when you have holiday, it's they need you to have a surplus so that they can actually just do it, right? Because with the
Yeah.
MetaMask, right? You
Kong
can
said,
explain that in a way.
yeah, Kong said, doesn't Holiday allocate a little gas for new
It,
players?
it, it doesn't do anything. I had to put gas in. It didn't give me anything. So when you sign up, it's gonna say anonymous,
Hmm.
and then when you come here and you it's gonna for new members, it's gonna say create wallet,
Right.
right? Once we go there and we create, normally on the MetaMask, it'll give us whatever point zero whatever enough to make the character. I
Right.
believe so. I swear they gave me some free jewel. But unfortunately for this, I made the new account and it says you need funds, so I had to send Jewel in before. So take that into for consideration, ladies
Yeah,
and
that's
gentlemen.
understood. That's understood.
It's understandable,
Yeah.
little things,
Yeah, for sure. That's
right?
dope.
Yeah. So other than that, other than allocating a certain amount, so right now that I understand that, I'm gonna keep at least 5 Jewel here minimum for all the quests and all that stuff because I don't want to have that heart attack because I was about to lose. I was about to lose. If we can't do anything, we can't transact. We lose the contest,
Right.
right?
Right.
But then
Right.
I got smart. Instead of selling like 3 items to total, I started selling one by one, and that allowed me. So the smaller the increments, the less allocation you need.
Okay.
So if you have 20 quests, you're gonna need like at least 5 jewels or 3 jewels allocated. But if you're selling one tier, you might need zero point 0.5 and that's it,
Okay.
right? Because I try to sell 3 tiers. and point 0.7 wasn't enough. But when I sold one tier, point 0.7 or point 0.5 wasn't enough.
Okay.
Was enough.
Was enough. Okay.
So depending on the amount of items you're selling, is the amount of allocations, a percentage of the allocations you're gonna need.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. So if I were you, just without the thinking, just keep 10 jewel in there,
I mean, come on, man. Come
man.
on, man. Like
Uh,
Jules at
Jewel's nothing,
freaking the
right?
12 cents. Put like 20 in there, call it a
Yeah.
day, and do what you gotta
Well,
do. So
yeah.
what else are you seeing with this holiday
Let me
and
make a transaction here.
how it is with implement doing certain things within the game?
All right. So very smooth. As you can see, I'm in the holiday account. I wanted to sell some gold, right? Normally it will say approve. You click approve. You wait a few seconds. It'll say pen, and that's it, right? So now I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna confirm. This is the only thing confirmed because of price action,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then watch how easy it is now, right? As a MetaMask user, I was like getting ready. I was like, yeah, where's that confirm? Yeah, need that confirm, baby. I gotta click that right away. But then
Right.
look, pending, boom, done.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
smooth, bro.
I'm a MetaMask user and I use my ledger. I use my
Uh,
ledger. So I'm
right?
wondering if for me, if I still have to use my ledger and put my code in and confirm.
Well, no, this is it depends. If you're making a brand new account, this is not connected to your ledger. There's nothing
Okay.
here, so you have to add funds from your ledger account, from your DeFi Kingdoms ledger,
Right.
to this. So like, you know how we all have our own $13 Holla wallet that we gave to
Yep.
you.
Yep.
So my first wallet is nullified now. I don't use that no more.
Right.
This wallet, you're gonna have to be charting off this wallet now,
Okay. Okay.
right? So
Understood.
same thing with your ledger. Uh, you're gonna when you add this, I don't know if they have in the future they will have like connect your ledger, but if you're gonna use your ledger, you don't need Holiday.
Okay.
Just do MetaMask.
Yeah.
You want to confirm anyways, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool. That's dope.
little,
The
other than that,
transaction
like
was pretty smooth.
yeah,
Any other bits about this? It's very smooth to get started,
yeah.
create an account. The fact that it has Gmail and Twitter as options
Oh,
to
it has Reddit.
secure the account. Reddit? Oh
Yeah,
my
there's
goodness.
Facebook.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness.
those are just two that it's like, you know how you have a billboard, only the two top dogs are on the top, but there's other boys, right?
Yeah.
So I saw you can sign up with Reddit, you can sign up
Listen,
with
listen.
Facebook.
This makes me even more
Woo!
excited
Yep.
to show you guys the current token that I compare to, you know, Jewel and GameFi and what's currently happening. But this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
interesting to see, to see where you have here with this integration. And it is about ease of life, ease of play, barrier to entries. So this is great. This is great. Anything else that you may have to input about this wallet, the fact how the team is dishing out different upgrades, patches. Any final thoughts on that before we move on?
For the for the holiday wallet, other than the easy, seamless access, all the types of I think there's like over 15 accounts, different social medias or platforms you can sign up with.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised you can sign up with Twitter
Wow.
Or Reddit, right?
Yeah.
And other than that, like, it's basically now just that easy on ramping Google, and then now signing up. Um, the only thing they need to make it easier is just to get tokens in here,
Right.
right? Because right
Right.
now, if you go to the dock, right, only Asia and India, Southeast Asia,
Mm-hmm.
40 countries in Europe and Southeast Asia, and then available in local payment options in India and Southeast Asia. So right now,
Mm-hmm.
only those can use the on-ramp visas. Other than that, uh, you're gonna have to use AVAX or Clay,
Mm-hmm.
either wallet or Coinbase or Crypto.com,
Yeah.
right? Crypto.com for Clay, Coinbase for Avalanche. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, Avalanche. What did I say before that? Anyways, Avalanche and Clay, right?
Okay.
So they need to somehow get it where the North Americans, the
Mm-hmm.
we us guys
Right.
can buy it from Visa, because that then it'll be even more easy, right?
Yeah.
Signing up is easy and all. This is good for if you have friends in DFK.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a wife, you have children, you got friends that are skeptical, you'd be like, yo, bro, it's so easy now. But after the signing up,
Yeah.
they need you to hook them up with Jewel or teach them how to bridge Jewel. So
Ah.
there's still that little technical part to actually play, but
Yeah.
signing up, done. Step
Okay.
one, done. So
Okay.
step two now is make it even easier to get Jewel
Yeah.
for the North Americans.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's
other than that,
super.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Same thing. Everything's the same. Um, yeah, no
Yeah.
confirm.
No, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think that that was a great way to to um, introduce me to the holiday wallet. How how that could be beneficial, and how I can how that could be utilized, in the best way. And it makes me excited to set up my account, and to utilize it, to utilize it on my end as well. But okay, cool. I think that that was a good addition there. I'm excited to kind of look into that wallet and what's been going on with the $13 Holla.
Nice.
Before we do that, we are going to take a look at some charts. If you are in the live in the comment section, if there is a particular chart that you would like me to look at, definitely let me know, and we'll take a look at it. All right. So I thought I was sharing my screen, but let's go ahead and prompt that again. So many different things happening in the ecosystem. So many things that we're keeping up with right now.
It was a busy week, bro.
Oh man, it was a super busy week. Super busy
I
week.
had to take a nap, or a 35-minute nap before the stream. I took a nap before
Yeah.
the stream. That's how tired I was.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta put your head down for a little bit. You
Doing
know what
this,
I
bro. We gotta share the knowledge to everybody. You know what I mean?
mean? Yeah, for sure, for sure. And so, guys, right now, a lot of things are happening in the ecosystem. Marketing is moving greatly. We have different assets moving. And the last time we touched base on these charts, it was about 2 weeks ago when we were looking at what? We were looking at 3 day, all right, which each candle is 3 days. And we were looking at bullish divergence, which at the time we did not have all this movement here. And again, even from when that bullish divergence happened from bottom to top, Joe had a 92% run up. Right now, it currently sits at 74% after a little bit of a correction. And so, the question is, we got to pump. What is next? What are we looking out for and anticipating? And quite honestly, some things are strong, some things are weak. A couple weeks ago, when we looked at the Jewel chart, I stated that Jewel did not look good to me. I did not like what I was seeing. That we needed to see a strong impulse, a back test, and then a continuation. Okay. And since that time, we have gotten a strong impulse, a back test, and now we're trying to form whatever this continuation would be. Right. And so the question is, you know, what is the ecosystem looking like? The ecosystem is looking like different things are moving in a upwards fashion. But the primary asset that we were questioning, it was the Jewel token price action. Why did we think that it would make an impulse and have a correction down? Well, we thought that way because, well, why don't we look at this? If you look at this whole section here, this was going to be a resistance spot. This was going to be a resistance spot. And we see that Jewel went up and caught some resistance here at this bottom spike here, and now it is coming down. It went and touched the 618 Fibonacci retracement, which is a very a conflict spot, and we are expecting it to, however, make a full movement to the one retracement area, which is 17 cents. It's gonna have a lot of battles here. And again, even though Jewel price has moved up, I am still not as confident in Jewel as I am in other assets. Why? Because you have this long trend here that Jewel is not currently able to break through. And that says a lot, right? That says a lot about Jewel. And so if it cannot break this long trend, I will not have as much confidence in Jewel. But if it, even if it comes up here, rejects, comes back down here again to back test the 11 cent region, which it already has, and finally breaks out, comes back, finally breaks out, and makes its way to this one area, which is going to be a big battle area, just
I'm
as
getting
how
ready.
Yep, just as
I'm
how
getting ready.
19 cents is going to be a big battle area. We have to be prepared that when price action moves towards certain areas, there are big corrections that are going to happen. Shout out to Dags. Dad said, I'm late. My son and I just faced my wife in battleships. Hey, she cheated.
I,
G4.
I told you that, yo. I knew that runs in the family, yo. Dag's a cheater, dog.
Dags is cheater.
Chad,
He's
Dag's a
teaching his kids how to cheat.
Dag's a cheater.
No. Dags is a
Uh,
competitor. Dags is a
he's a good
competitor.
man. Yeah, he's good.
He's good with the banter.
Mad love with the banter.
He'll talk a lot of shit there. And
She's
we are
listening
we
right now. My bad, Mrs. What? No, 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 no. He's a cheater. No,
Listen, sorry, Mrs. Dags. Sorry,
sorry,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Dags.
Dag.
He might be a sore loser, actually. He might be a sore loser. That might be the thing. What up, Sticks? Enter. What's happening, Sticks? I swear to you, Sticks is the funniest guy in DFK ecosystem right now. He's the absolute funniest guy. I think he's super smart. He's super humble about it. But I mean, I don't know his comedy or his career, right? I'm really impressed by what he does for a living, but I'm also really impressed by
You know
his
what?
yeah,
I think all the content creators, they all have their own little personality,
yeah.
and it's great. They're not holding back, Like Stick's got his thing,
Right,
Dad's
right.
got thing, I got my thing, you got your thing, we all got our
Yeah.
little thing.
Yeah, for
Grady's got
sure.
his thing, baby, baby. Let's go. I love that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, look, I don't want to spend a lot of
Yeah.
time on Jewel. Again, the full retracement of Jewel is 50 cents. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Big battles, happening at these retracements. Huge battle at 17 cents, huge battle at 23 cents, and then the ultimate huge battle at 33 cents. I am not blinking an eye. Okay, I'm not even wincing until Jewel gets to 30 cents. All these people crying about 12, 13. I don't care about that, right? The ultimate battle happens here at 33 cents, 34 cents. But what we need to see from Jewel, which will make me more confident, is we get a breakout of this long trend here, and we're able to work ourselves through here, have this battle here at 17 cents, and then start working our way up through here, which will give me a lot of confidence on this 3-day chart because each candle is 3 days. But when you look at the MACD here, and the MACD is a lagging indicator. When you look at the MACD here, we have fresh green.
Oh,
You
that's
have
good.
RSI here that's had now a higher low here back into its range, trying to break out through this 50 range. And this 50 range, if honestly, the RSI can break into this 50 range and then starts making waves above this 50 range, it can now continue to make corrections within this 50 range and continue higher price action. We may get a deviation down. And for me, that's when I say, oh, it's time to buy. It's
Oh
time
yeah.
to scoop up because RSI, relative strength index, is an indicator of overbought or oversold movements in the market. But Jewel, I'm not worried about it all. It's deflationary. It's going to have its small movements. We have other things in the ecosystem that are very, very volatile right now. And one of those things that I do want to look at is gold, right? And, I put out on Twitter
I'm sorry.
recently about, with when I made it to Sergeant Filthy McNasty's stream the last time. And, he said, hey, look, You're one of the only ones I really hear talking about being bullish on gold, and it's because I see what I see on the charts. Just like how I said, some things have played out their bullish divergence. Other things have yet to play out their bullish divergences, and I think gold is one of them. And we're starting to see on the 3 day chart, which is a bit of a midterm to long term indicator, we're starting to see a little bit of green on this MACD, which is a lagging indicator, and we're possibly seeing this higher low on our side that we're seeing here. And so for me, looking at gold, not only the technical, but on the fundamental end
Whew.
of things with what's happening in the game and gold being needed more and more, I think that the ultimate upside for gold, and I'm just going to let me delete
Everything is
this.
gold needed.
The ultimate upside for gold is, I mean, this is not even a penny, but when you talk about percentage move wise, the ultimate upside from gold from here is about a 961% run, right? What's the ultimate upside for Jewel when it makes its move, right? And I'm all about percentages here, right? And honestly, if you have enough of a token, yes, Jewel's ultimate upside is 311%, right? I also talk about DFK yellow eggs, and what's the ultimate upside of that, right? I'm really super bullish on DFK yellow eggs. I hold a lot of miners, and so I happen to track gold eggs and I happen to track yellow eggs. And when you look at the yellow eggs, the ultimate upside is what? The ultimate upside is 271%. So when you look at certain things in the ecosystem, some things have started to make big movements up. To me, gold is one of the most slept on assets in this ecosystem. And so if I have this inference, and it's an inference, it's not, this is 100% sure going to happen. If I have this inference, what do we need to see from gold to feel more confident about this inference? Well, to feel more confident about this inference, I want to see a full retracement to the 1 Fibonacci area. And that's going to take quite the battle, right? It's going to take coming through this. All right. The 618 Fibonacci retracement is a big battle area. So don't be surprised to see, gold make its way here and find a way to correct back down, probably retest the 0.00000234 area and start to make its way up. There's a lot of resistance in this general 618 Fibonacci retracement. But overall, we would need to see gold make its way from here, have a big test area here, possibly come down, and then start a full breakout. And if it starts this full breakout, there's a huge test coming again, not only at the 618 area, but at the 1618 area. So we're going to continue to watch this. I don't have a ton of confidence on the technical because we're not seeing a lot of bullish sentiment on gold other than a higher low here, a higher possible low here, and a MACD that's looking to turn green. However, the upside that I referred to is about 900 plus percent. I see Skiller here says Mythic Squad burns about 25 million gold and 250K tiers per day. Oh my gosh. Are those real facts?
Lies.
Are those real facts?
I don't. How?
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 How? Are you guys
What,
dueling?
what do you have? Like 20 bots?
What?
1,000 bots? 1,000 accounts? Like how?
Oh my
You're
goodness.
burning. You're not. He didn't say earn. He said burn.
He said burn.
That means hold up. What can you burn? Okay, so if they're crafting, so the maximum item crafted is 3,000 jewel, and every like 12, 15 days you can go to the carver, and the highest gold required there is one of the lesser stones, and that about 5 Gs. Where you burning 25 million a
Look,
day?
I'll be booning pets too. I'll be booning pets.
Oh,
I boon
hold on.
pets and burning a lot of tears and a lot of gold. And I do it like every 2 months, every 3 months or so, where I'll boon like 4 to 5 guys. So yeah, that is 5,000
Oh yeah,
gold, I
it is.
believe. And the thing is with gold, it's like, hey, okay, cool. You have people, miners, questing and doing some of the skill quests. However, even the potions in this week's AMA, I
Oh
believe it
no.
was Dreamer or somebody else that hinted at the fact that people were asking, hey, you know how pets need to be fed? Oh, how about we feed heroes
That
because
was
pets are being fed? And I was like, oh, okay. But they were very professional and they were like, oh, okay, well, um, heroes are going need the items are needed to build the potions that also are need to be used with the heroes. And in the future, there are going to be more use cases, and those potions will start to get a lot of demand, which lets me know that when it comes to gold, man, gold is needed in almost every single potion. So imagine a phase of about
every, not
two
almost.
to right. Imagine a phase of about 2 to 3 months when PvP is at its hottest, and there's a surge in potion demand, a surge in pet hatching demand, a surge on those different aspects. That if that's what we're looking at for the next 3 to 6 to 8 months, then I believe that this, on gold, I believe that this bullish divergence that we see here can really play out. And when we look at the weekly, which is a much, much, much longer time frame, we see this bullish divergence looking to play its way out. And after 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of downtrend, we have 3 out of the last 4 weeks of volume in the green. And so between volume, between these divergences, between RSI, even in a longer time frame, having a higher low here, I mean, it's a no-brainer that there is bullish divergence to be seen here, and that upside is 900% for gold. So I'm focusing on gold very strongly. Um, we have Dax here. He says,
Sorry.
she sprayed me in the face with water for saying that about her. So I dumped water on her head and had to clean it up. She sat down while I was cleaning the water up. Listen, man, look,
That's what
you
you
got
get,
listen,
cheater.
if you guys have kids together, you guys can play around with each other like that. That's beautiful. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Just Dags, don't get beat up tonight because of DeFi Kingdoms, please. All right. Don't get beat up because of the trade room tonight,
Let
okay?
me
Um
let me say something about gold, and
yes.
we'll show these guys how important this is,
Yeah.
right? In economy games, regular AAA games,
Alpha
uh,
alert, alpha alert.
there's currencies for each game because economy, obviously you need your your in-game economy currency, right? So why I emphasize how gold is gonna be, it's gonna be, what do they call it? Parabolic is gonna go through the moon because um, once that floodgates come in, like take it from a gamer. I'm not a cryptocurrency guy or anything, right? I'm new to cryptocurrency, but I've played economy games, MMORPGs for more than 25 years. So I can say I have knowledge over these things, right? And majority of these games are are currency heavy, and whatever the currency that is to craft, that is to do, that is to whatever it is, and if there's that currency in it, that currency wins, right? So we showed you again, gold is everywhere. You need gold to hatch. You need gold to quest in the future, right? You need gold to duel. You need gold to craft. You need gold for everything. So when you need something, that goes, the commodity goes up, supply and demand, Bitcoin, Bitcoin is number one. Gold is going to be number one. So when the floodgates happen, when the game is done, and you guys don't have any gold miners, I'm sorry to say, just sell all your heroes, pack your bags up, and say, Light, take my shit. I got no time for this because I can't do nothing.
Yeah. The last bit I'll add to this is like, I come from the investor end,
Yeah.
charts, fundamental analysis, Light comes from the gamer end. We don't have to agree on certain things. There's certain things we're like, okay, I see what you're saying, but I don't fully agree with you on. Other things that we're like, okay, maybe so. To see where I'm coming from with my gold analysis, to see where he's coming from with his gold analysis, only makes me feel that much more bullish on what gold is going to be in this ecosystem moving forward. And with the research that I've done on games like RuneScape,
Uh-huh.
and how gold became an integral part of that ecosystem, I'm just willing to take that risk, accumulate gold, because I will need it anyway
We need it.
within the pot.
Yeah.
And in the $13
Holla.
holla competition between Tro, Affinity, Mega, and Dags, there is
Worm.
currently a pot and worm. And we do have
Sir
I
Worm.
was gonna save the worm
Sir Worm.
edition.
Sir Worm.
We got
There's two
Sir
worms out
Worm.
here. Yeah,
Yes,
there's
there are
two.
two worms out here. We have Sir Worm now entering the $13 holla, but we have a current pot for the champion of 100,000 gold, and that pot will continue to rise. Okay. So there is some loot, there is some heroes to be earned with the $13 holla. Before we get to the $13 holla, though, I do have that comparison. All right, that comparison that I wanted to give you guys of what I'm seeing in GameFi. Okay, a lot of times we look at our specific ecosystem, but we want to look within and outside of our ecosystem to see if we are seeing examples of other GameFi ecosystems flourishing. And a particular project that I've kept my eyes on is Fab Welt. Okay. Now, Fab Welt is a shooting game. Okay.
What? Hold
It's
up.
a shooting game. It's available on Binance. It's in that
Oh,
entire ecosystem. And they have a big presence in the Asian Western end of things. 70K, 70,000,
Valorant.
70,000 followers.
Oh,
Okay. They're doing their thing, and it's a shooting. They have different games out, from
I might
shooting
like this.
games to other things as well that they release. Right. I think you would really like this.
I played Counter Strike,
Um,
so
right. I think you would really like this.
I'm into that fast
And
shooting.
right now they've launched at least 2 to 3 games. Why do I bring
Oh,
this up? I'm not saying go buy it. I myself don't even own it. I owned it at some point. I flipped it, and what happened was, my boy was Marab, who's great at analyzing projects. He went back into it,
okay.
but forever, as I watched the price action and checked the charts, it looked good. So, what is FabWalk? Well, if you go to the website here, you see, aside from the shooting game, they have some racing games. They have a bunch of different things going on within their ecosystem, and they are a very, very small project, right? A very, very tiny project, but they have a community and they have seasons that they release, seasons after seasons after seasons of tournaments. We in
Okay.
DeFi Kingdoms are not even at the point that we're releasing seasons. They've had their game
Wait,
live.
we have
Yes.
seasons in our duels.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
come on now. Don't diss us like this. I'll have to slap you, bro.
okay. I got you. I got you. Maybe I misspoke.
Let
I
me don't
misspoke.
make me
Right?
slap you now.
Sticks said when DFK art. I mean, what you're the artist
Oh,
here, I
DFK
believe.
Kart. You know the Mario Kart?
Oh,
Yeah,
DFK.
yeah. I think that's what he means. Yeah,
Yeah, I think you may be right. I think
DeFi
you may be
Kart.
right.
Yeah,
But
DeFi Kart.
yeah, this
Oh,
this this is not to shield this project, but when you do an analysis, you want to break everything down from the fundamental, and then you want to get to the technical, right?
similar
And so
price.
I'm showing you some of the fundamental that we have here. Now, if we look at tokenomics, which if you go watch my economic hardening theory, I put all these factors together. All right. And all these factors include tokenomics. And when we look at FabWalt here, its current supply, total supply is 500 million. Jewel is lower than that, right? Its market cap is about 3.3 million. So this is a mini cap here, of an asset here. Currently sits at about 15 1.5 1.5 pennies. I think it's a little higher than that. But as you can see, if we compare it to Jewel, which is in the DeFi Kingdoms ecosystem, the total supply is lower. Okay. The market cap, however, is higher, but it's not higher by that much. It's higher by at least 2x, right? And so, why do I compare these things? Well, I'm going to come over to the chart and show you what's been happening in the Fab Wealth ecosystem. Okay. When you look at this first stage, and Light, let me know if you can see this chart here.
Yeah, you're
When
good.
you
I see
look
it.
at this first stage, and I'm not even going to use the daily chart, I'm going to use the weekly chart. Okay. When you look at this first stage here, you can see this pattern, which looks very similar to Jewel, of just a downtrend, right? And the line, the trend line that I drew on Jewel is the one where it could not do what? It could not break this trend line that it had here. And it's had this trend line since 2001. All right. If I come over to Jewel and I show you Jewel here, is this Jewel? No, this is yellow egg. Let me come over to Jewel. Again, what are we we're looking at this trend line here. And even with Jewel, we can go into a bigger picture of Jewel and show this trend line continues from way back. But it has not been able to break this trend line. But one of these patterns is called, that I look at here, is called the wick off pattern. And the wick off pattern is a pattern, a Wyckoff. A Wyckoff pattern is a pattern that has an uptrend, a total devastating downtrend into capitulation, and then a series of waves that allows it to exit. And so I want to use Fabwell as the example because you're literally seeing the same trend, price action, the Wyckoff pattern, the downwards action. But since it has made this reversal, how much is this thing up from the bottom? It made a big move and made 1,500% run,
Oh, lay.
did a correction, and now is going into new highs, right? But this total pattern here, for it to currently be up 1,700%, took what? It took 200, 300, I mean, 238 days. Okay. 238 days, almost a full year. But additionally, how long has this project lived? This project has lived for, oops, sorry, let me fix that. This project has lived for, let me
21
get this
December.
right. Yeah, 630 days, right? So close to about 2 years, because
Almost.
300, close to about 2 years. DeFi Kingdom is what?
Just us.
A little over 2 years, right? And so the reason why I bring this up is because this Fibonacci retracement that I've drawn here, you normally draw it from top to bottom. Why top to bottom? You draw it from the top of the recent impulse to the bottom, or the perceived bottom, of where that could be. And even when it had its bottom, what did it do? It touched the bottom once,
Tappy tap.
twice,
Tappy tap.
3 times, 4 times, and then made its way up. And even when it did that, it had to create a cup. Okay. And even with that cup, we have another cup here, a nice cup and handle, which is now ejected, right? And so the reason why I bring this up is that we have to understand that these Fibonacci retracements are to be respected. And the first time that it moves through this Fibonacci retracement, it got hit hard at the full retracement and made a big dip. So I say this to give you guys a heads up here that as we are watching Jewel do what it's doing, I fully expect, and this is not financial advice, I fully expect, okay, Jewel to figure its way out of here, okay, make its way to a full retracement of 50 cents, have a huge correction back to 33 cents, or even as low as 22 cents, and then make its way back up out of here. Looks very similar to this Welt token, which is GameFi, which has a dedicated ecosystem, which has a low market supply, which is also creating local new highs and is about to go test the ultimate high that it had. And when we look at Jewel here, I mean, we're looking at such small time frames here that if I go over to the weekly and
I
we
want to
look at,
inject after with this.
yes, that if we go over to the weekly and we look at what some of these ultimate highs were for Jewel, I mean, my goodness, I mean, we're nowhere near where those ultimate highs are. But after 50 cents, where could I see us possibly making our next leg after 50 cents? Let me see where I sit here It's about 74 cents for another next leg. Is a
Yeah.
big resistance there. And then after that, I see about $1.28. But I've always said, even getting to $1 is a magnificent achievement and
Yep.
just about a 9 to 10x. And so I'm a macro investor. This is what I'm looking at macro wise. These smaller time frames don't mean much, but these smaller time frames, we have to see certain things, and we have to see Joel break what we have here and move forward. But we have so many other things in the ecosystem that's doing big things. Like, the floor is yours.
Can you bring back the other chart? What is it called? The one you were.
Welts.
Yeah,
Welts.
Welts.
Yes, I can bring that back up.
So I've gathered whatever I gathered from you just spoke there about the game.
Mhm.
It's a ARPG. Well, not RPG. It's a action. It's a shooter. It's a shooter,
Yes.
right? Shooter. It's sports, fast pace. You go in, you get your fix, you get your high, and you go out,
Hmm.
right? And okay, so with that, you see that little trace there going up, what, 1,000%, right?
1700.
And when did it start going up there? That green whip, yeah, that to the right.
The very bottom was November of 2022.
So when did it start? The green, the third one to the right.
This third one here was January of 2023.
So this year, and
This year.
most likely that's when more of the games came out,
Yes.
right, on that platform. And so for my instance with games and cryptocurrency, when they that big bar there, that big candle of pure investing is just when a lot they probably added a couple more games to their platform. Probably
Hmm.
that cart game, that shooting game got like some update, and these are the reason why this is winning, ladies and gentlemen, and DeFi Kingdom is not. This is catered to everybody,
Hmm.
kids, right? So like Crypto Grady, if he's got a kid, he's got a couple boys there starting to
Hmm.
play Dragon Crossing.
Hmm.
They're shooters, they're gamers, right?
Hmm.
So when that popped up, mommy and daddy, allowed them to play because their 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 audience is. I guarantee there's no dad playing these shooter games.
Hmm.
We don't have the mental capacity or
Hmm.
the time for it. But teenagers from 15, 14, high school
Hmm.
and up, they're aping into these type of games,
Hmm.
shooters, quick racing games with their buddies. Yo, hop onto the Binance, whatever gaming it is, and we're gonna shoot and earn some crypto, earn some
Hmm.
money for college. So for DeFi Kingdoms to reach this, whatever they're doing with 1,000%,
Hmm.
we need to get um, the Mad Boar hunts out. We need to get quick, easy access to PvP, right?
Hmm.
Because that's when the kids are. Right now, there's no fun game, right? There's duels, but you need to do a lot to win in duels. But
Hmm.
when the PvE comes out, there's the Mad Boar hunts, there's stories. That's when we're gonna see what uh, Walt did on January 1st, right? That big bar.
Right.
So especially with Christmas coming around, right?
Yes.
Right at Christmas, the gem October. So no October, November, December is going to be a big 3 months, big quarter
Hmm.
actually, because 4 months is a quarter, right?
Right.
So this
Three
last
months.
quarter,
3 months is a quarter. Yeah.
oh yeah, 3 months. So this last
Yep.
quarter actually of 2023 could break us
Yep.
or open the floodgates to 2024 first quarter.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So take it in, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare your heroes. Prepare your wallets, your gold, your crafting, and prepare to be able to play. I'm not talking about prepared to have your bag and have all your jewels so you can sure do that. But if you're in this for the long run, 10 to 20 years of DeFi Kingdoms,
Hmm.
prepare your structure, prepare your heroes so that they can earn all that for you.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, that's a good way to close out the charts there. I'm currently looking at the ecosystem. Trade Room is talking about all these different in-game items. Yellow eggs we're watching, gold we're watching, but it's always a good idea to step outside of your ecosystem. Look at the things that are working out, the things that are not working out. look at other history, and it helps you have an insight on what's going on. And at this moment, Fab Welt, they released now 2 to 3 games that
Yeah.
have an ecosystem currently just completely dove in and playing. And whether the markets are going down, you see Bitcoin has been down this entire time, but some things are strong,
Yeah.
some things are weak. It doesn't matter some of the other things that's going on. And so big shout out to Crypto Grady for
What's up,
stopping
Grady?
by.
Yeah.
Grady, we just looked at the a particular game called Fabwell. It's a shooter game. And
Baby.
since they have released 2 to 3 games within their ecosystem,
Yep.
from the bottom here, they are up 1,500 to 1,700%. And that's what we're anticipating on the charts because we see that Jewel is behind on this movement, and we're expecting Jewel to have very similar movements to what Fab Welt has, based on the fact that they're both in the GameFi ecosystem, based on the fact that the market caps are only within 50 cents to 100%
Yep.
of each other. And you're seeing this incredible movement. You're seeing this correction that happened here. And now you're seeing literally new highs being created
Yep.
as GameFi is doing wonderful,
Whew.
even though what? Even though Bitcoin is currently in a down period. So imagine when
Right.
Bitcoin actually starts picking up speed
Straight
and
up.
and what's coming for us over the next 6 to 8 months. Shout out to Grady on all the content with the next crypto gem. I know that he's going to continue to deliver, for us when it comes to that. So big shout out to Grady. Now let's get into the $13 holla here. And talk about really what's going on here.
The
We
real
started
stuff.
the real stuff.
The
We
real
started
stuff.
we started the $13 holla here with Dags, Mega, Troll, and Affinity. All right, it's an account that you start with $13 and 1 jewel with the holiday edition, and seeing that they require 2 point something jewel. And once again, Skiller says, anyone want to make a little extra money for this
Here we go.
13?
I want to see. I want to see. Yo, place your bets.
like who you taking? You taking Dags? You taking Troll? You taking Affinity? Dags is talking a lot of
Yo,
junk.
he starts. I haven't
Yeah.
looked at any of their wallets yet,
Uh huh.
so
We're
I want
we're
to see
gonna we're gonna look at Dags first. I had your account. I had your
the new
account.
one or the old one.
No, I have the new one. I think I have the
Okay,
new one.
okay,
You'll
okay.
you'll tell me too. You'll tell me
Yeah,
too
yeah, I'll tell you. Because the
if I
old one
have the.
has a bunch of other stuff on it now.
Yeah, for sure. You'll tell me if I have the right one. But yeah, I was gonna look at yours first, but we're gonna look at Dags just because he's talking so much trash. But again,
No,
the
no, no.
third.
You know what? Because he's talking smack.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at Tro and Mega first.
Let's look at Troll Mega first.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I haven't heard anything from yet, so I actually want to see them, right? Because the one that's talking smack,
Okay.
I want to see. I want to see. It's up to you, unless you saw something that I haven't. Because like I said, I haven't looked at the wallets or anything.
Oh no, no, no. I mean, I thought I was gonna start with the two, you know, the two head honchos.
I
The
actually
two.
took a 3 day break from that account
Oh
just to
yeah.
keep. Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
was. I told you I was exhausted this week, so
Mm-hmm.
I left it, right?
Yeah.
So I gave them a chance.
Okay. Dax said, "I'm in the kitchen making a drink, getting ready for the stream. You assholes better not be talking."
Yo,
Well,
what?
listen,
Yo,
listen. We know that they're going on at 9:30.
yeah,
So we
we're gonna
got
keep
about
25
20
minutes.
minutes. 25 minutes. So
Yeah.
we're gonna, and that's what I'm saying. Right now, I know that Tro is still like, putting his,
Okay.
putting his profile together. We'll quickly look at Mega and see what he's been doing. Before we look at the top two guys
We
here.
can raid on YouTube.
You said we can
So
do what?
on YouTube, when they go live, we can raid them.
Oh
Meaning
yeah.
all of us, all of the chat goes into their chat.
Oh
So if anybody knows how to raid, because on Twitch you go /raid,
yeah.
and then the channel, and then the whole chat just goes to Dags or the Jewelers. So I want to see If somebody right now, because we're streaming, if somebody can like figure out how to raid, type in like how to raid on live streams,
Mhm.
let us know. That way we can all just straight go to Dags the jewelers, because they're having a big live stream today.
Okay, got you. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. I mean, we're gonna be in there regardless in a comment section. Peeping what Dags has to say today. But we are
Let's
going to
do this.
be margaritas tonight. Says Dags. Okay, I hear that. I'm here with you on that, Dags. I'm here with you on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and share Dags account here.
Let's do this. Wait,
We're
that's Megas.
looking. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're looking at Mega's account here.
You can
From
tell by the
just
ETH.
from just the tokens he has here. He has his jewel. He still has that $1.50 USD. I don't know what devious plans he has for that.
Okay.
So you can tell he's been stacking
I
up
know what he's
gold.
doing with that.
He's stacking up gold. He has a little bit of crystal. Still has some of these items from in game. If I can look at his transactions,
What is that, 6,000
um,
gold? Okay.
he has 6,000 gold. Okay,
Oh, he's been
if
farming.
if I can look at his transactions, he's been farming.
Sold some Shabazz runes
So
for
some
gold
Shavaz
or a
to
jewel. Okay,
yeah
he
for
needs
some
that.
jewel. So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's doing
needed
his
some
thing.
gas. Okay,
He's doing some thing. Doing some
14
gas.
tiers.
Tears. He's doing his thing. So um,
24. Okay,
there
okay.
you go. So
He's playing. He's playing.
he's converting he's converting his stuff into jewel. Maybe for gas, maybe to start to accumulate some jewel.
The only thing you
Um,
need jewel is gas.
is gas, right?
Yeah, we don't we
Yeah.
don't we don't use the bazaar much, so
Right,
it's
right.
really
Okay, so that's cool. Nothing really from here, tells me
no
he's doing
heroes.
well, we're gonna
No
look
new
at that. We're gonna
no
look
new
at that.
heroes.
We're gonna look at that. Let's take a look at his account. Okay, he has 14 heroes still. He still has his level
Bunch
12.
of Fs.
He still has his level 12 warrior here.
Uh,
And while we look at his level 12 warrior, we are going to be preparing for these four individuals to do these private battles here. We'll give more detail on that as the week comes about. But as we finish out the first round of this season, we're going to schedule some battles here to see how these heroes really pair up with each other. And that
yeah.
should be a really fun experience. But it looks like his strategy was to pick up a battle ready individual and to then have all his other individuals quest for him.
Quest.
He doesn't have any pets. He looks like he's getting some decent items here.
Oh, he
And
got one egg.
he got
Hey,
one
he's
egg.
beating
He
us on
got
the
one
egg.
egg. Yeah, he
You
got one
lucky
egg.
bastard. Hey.
So until we get prepared for that first battle,
Yeah.
then during that time, a little bit more has passed down.
Yeah.
I'll calculate the values that they have so we can
Mhm.
see what values they're holding on to, where each account sits. But we need time, for that
Oh,
to
he's
develop.
he's
All
worth
right.
27 cents right now.
he's worth he's worth 27
He's
cents
worth
right now,
27 cents.
Okay, so let's now look at Dags, right? Dags has been here
See what Dag's worth.
talking a lot of junk. So we'll check out his his D bank first.
Coming from laying on my son's floor because my tummy hurt. Oh, guys, don't start without me.
Oh
My
man.
tummy hurt.
My tummy yummy. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what Dax has going here. And he's sitting on a 50 crystal bag here. I'm not sure what he's doing with this. You could probably get you another hero. But I'm wondering why Dags is sitting on 4 jewel and 50 crystal. Very interesting.
I think he's about to buy.
Um,
He's about to buy something.
he's getting ready to buy something, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
he wants
cool,
to get
cool.
one of those heroes.
Ah, okay. So he's
Most
world
likely.
building in
Yeah.
this current moment. He
I think he's stocking up. Like he's selling until he
yeah.
has enough crystal,
Uh-huh.
and then he's gonna buy.
Okay. So we have a little conversation going on here where Dag says, Skiller, did you peep my summon on Discord? Okay, we're talking about summons, ninjas. Okay, he sold his egg. Okay, Dag sold his egg. Green was too tempting to stash. Okay. He's
They're
stick
talking about
set
green eggs.
green eggs. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
If I were you, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy any green eggs right now because they're kind of on the rise. But anyways, let's continue.
They are kind of on the rise.
They've been going up for the past 5 days.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing this thing. Green eggs has been strong since
Yeah,
green pet eggs
you don't
hatch.
want to.
And so, why do you think I'm stacking yellow eggs? Because not just the anticipation of the hatch, but all the demand that happens as people are hatching and burning a ton of
Yeah,
yellow eggs,
yeah.
and the contrast between supply, and demand. But it looks like, Dax has been periodically buying heroes. And so let's take a closer look at his quester to see what other devious things that he is doing here, because the junk he's talking seems like he might be
It's,
having thoughts
it's
and
exactly
dreams
it. Junk,
of
junk. He ain't talking smack. He's talking junk.
yeah. Okay, so Dax said didn't want to pay gas to put Crystal back to
Ah.
Jewel. Okay, nice. Okay, so right now Mega is actually worth more in the inventory than
Oh,
Dax.
20 cent. Yo, dang.
Mega is worth more in the
You're
inventory than
broke.
Dax. Okay, so I
Uh,
hey, Dax might have a strategy going on here. Okay,
okay.
when we look, he
Oh,
has
same,
21 pets. So,
same.
honestly, I think he had 20 before.
No, no, he had 21
He had
heroes.
21.
Yeah,
Okay,
he didn't buy it because I could see all the Fs plus the
okay,
one D, couple Ds. They're all Fs.
a couple of D's, right?
Bunch of failures.
So he does have some pets though. I didn't know if last time he had all these pets. But he does also has pets. So that means that
Oh, that
he's
okay.
yeah,
He didn't have pets before.
he didn't have pets before,
You
right?
copycatter, you cheat. I swear to God, you cheating, bro. You cheat.
um yeah, so that's very interesting here. So
Keen
it's
eye.
he's really boosting up these questers of his.
What type of pets though?
And well, it looks like he has a
On
bunch of
the right.
commons,
Oh, no, no, on the
mainly.
right. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ooh, 20, 30. Yo, this guy's been buying the green pets, eh?
yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Well,
no,
he,
no, no,
he
no.
has a lot of blue. He has a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
fishers.
he has
He
a
has a
lot
lot
of
of
fish.
fishers, yeah, and he has the skill increases on the fishers. So interesting move that Dags has here. Right now, he's not too worried about accumulating value. He's really getting his people in place, attaching
Yeah.
pets on them, and we're gonna see where he's gonna take this. Very interesting. Okay, so now let's look at what Affinity has going on.
Oh no. I took
Affinity,
a break. I
I
took a
believe
break.
the new address has a 5-2 at the end of it, correct?
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So let's post and see what Affinity's doing. He recently switched over from
Holla.
his old account to the holiday account. So, he gets 5 brownie points for taking initiative and using the platform that's available to us. Right now he has a 2.5 jewel that he feels comfortable with, and that's also needed for that holiday wallet. I'm sure he had to sell a bunch of his different items,
Oh, hold on,
but
hold on, hold on. Skiller said, "Yo, um, don't buy green eggs." He meant buying 2 green pets, okay? Because they're 15 crystal each, right? So
oh,
that's 30, right? And then you bring them to the dude, and what's his name? The hatcher guy, and you give up your 2 pets. He gives you back 1 green egg, and the green egg is worth 40, so you make 10. So that's a little
ooh.
buy and sell right there
Talk
for you
about an
guys.
arbitrage.
Holy!
That's what you call arbitrage
This
in
is this is what I mean
crypto,
by
and that's what you call alpha in DeFi Kingdom's ecosystem.
you see why I had to shout him out?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Win together, boys.
That's
Right?
fire.
At
Now,
10 jewel. Go
listen.
ahead. Go
Now,
ahead. Go
all
ahead.
you guys are contestants here. This alpha was dropped, so if next week I'll start looking at people's accounts and they're sweeping green egg floors and green pet floors and returning it into the individual there will know who took Skiller's advice. But that's a devious strategy there. That's a very, very devious strategy there. I
It's a great
love it.
strategy.
I
Still
love
noob
it.
strategy.
Yeah. Now, Light, I see you have some
Well,
gems
well,
here. What you been picking up here, man? You
well,
got
hello
oh my
there.
gosh, you got
Oh, hello
two.
there.
Yo,
Oh,
talk to us about what
oh, hello
how,
there.
talk to us about how you've been getting all these items. You've been over here dueling and doing
First
raffles.
first week I got 4K raffles. Second week I got another 3K raffles. Won a bunch of crystals. Took a break. You
Okay.
know, duels, guys, duels. I think I told this in my stream where I bought the Dark Knight, level 9 Dark Knight,
Mm-hmm.
and then I bought a level 1 Paladin
Mm-hmm.
or Paladin, yeah, Paladin, and I
Mm-hmm.
summoned those two together, and I got another rare Paladin. And
Wow.
those that Dark Knight, that level 9 Dark Knight with a level 1 Paladin and a level 1 Paladin got me all that.
Wow. Wow. So you're out here really delving all the way into the ecosystem, using
Everything,
everything
everything.
you possibly, can to your advantage. And look, guess what? In the inventory, you have the highest inventory value. Um
And
at
that's after I
the
sold everything.
and that's
I had
after
to
you
sell
sold
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Right. So you have the highest inventory value right now. When we look at your pets, you're at 17 pets. So have you kept it the same or you've been accumulating more? I mean, I'm sorry,
Uh,
heroes. Have you been
I had
accumulating
I didn't buy anymore. I summon now.
anymore? Okay,
Yeah.
you
I'm
summon
starting to
now.
summon.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Buying for noobs. Buying for noobs.
$13 Holla is the account name?
Yeah. Hey man, as the creator, you got a
Yeah,
brand. You got a
right,
brand. Right?
right.
But yeah. Uh buying heroes are for noobs now.
I hear you. I
That's
hear
all I
you.
gotta say, boys. Buying
Yeah.
heroes are for
So
noobs,
so
man.
your Dark Knight Wizard has been doing pretty good
Ooh,
in duels, huh?
sexy. You know the thing is with Megs, I got well, Megs thinks he's slick where he buys his
Right.
wizard, right? My Dark Knight's gonna smash his wizard. So everything that you guys are gonna
Mm.
do, I've already done, and I'm moving on. Next week,
Ooh.
actually tomorrow, I have something spicy to share with you guys on my $13.
Ooh,
I'm
spicy.
expanding my business.
Spicy.
Just take this in.
Okay.
I'm expanding already.
Expanding. Okay, I hear that. And when you look at the pets, right now you have two pets. So
Uh,
Dags does have you beat on the pets.
you beat me on the pet. That's okay. I'm
Um,
expanding.
yeah. No, I like what I see here. So you're definitely dueling. You're doing your thing. Everybody's doing their thing. I'm excited to hear, in the jewelers stream, what thoughts they have on the $13 holla.
Oh, I can't wait.
What they've been doing, and everything else as well. And Skiller's actually asking me about,
Ah, gee.
my
You've
Dark
been
Knight level
playing.
up.
You've been
Yeah,
playing.
I've been playing a little bit. I've been playing a
Secretly.
little bit.
Secretly playing. Let's go.
Skiller put me on to, some summoning things. Which, like I said, the next few streams, I'm gonna package that, in a easy way to interpret, at least from my end,
Nice.
on the strategy, that summoning strategy, and how that's kind of opened my eyes to how I want to summon, especially somebody who's been here for a while. I don't really want to use the basic classes to summon. I've been doing that, right? Or I actually haven't been doing that. I've been just buying what I need. But I recently, was able to summon and get my first true, like, organic Dark Knight, that I was able to level up. And it's looking pretty beastly right now. It's looking pretty beastly right now, right? So it's my Dark Knight, with a lesser might crystal, with efficient, and the strength and endurance highlighted as
Yes.
well. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about getting ready not only to finish out the back end of duels, but really anticipating the boar hunt, really anticipating the next season of duels, because I think I will be super ready to take full advantage and claim at least a couple champion spots throughout that season. But shout out to Skiller for putting me on to his vision of summoning, and how certain things can be taken advantage of, especially if you're looking to build really dope, really strong, PvP and PvE guys, as well. But $13 holla is on a hot pace.
Glad they're moving.
Uh, yeah. I'm glad they're moving. I'm glad they're doing their thing. I know Tro is gonna catch up, and for Tro to catch up, he's gonna have to do some some magic tricks there on
He's
his
gonna
end. But the biggest thing about this $13 holla is that there's a pot right now. There's 100K gold in the pot, anybody want to donate anything to the pot, just let us know. You know, we're a big family here. And what's gonna happen is that there's gonna be a champion at the end of the season. That champion is going to claim the heroes of those who he has defeated,
All of them.
and all of them,
I'm
of those
taking
who
your
he
wizard.
has defeated. The dual hero that they bring up at the end of the season to duel in these private duels will be taken by the champion, and the champion will also get the loot and the pot too. So it's getting hot, it's getting heavy. We are in the first couple of weeks of this $13 holla, and we have all the way till the end of November, beginning of December for the end of the season. So it will be interesting to see what moves everybody makes. And this is our iteration of straight competition. And this is why Dags is talking all of his shit
Next
recently,
level,
because
boys.
he got it like that. He got it like that, right? And so anything else you have to say about today's total overview of everything we went over? Again, we went over some recent news in DeFi Kingdoms, the AMA, the next crypto gem, the holiday wallet, the Dragons Crossing, and how in the trade room with the macro investor, the macro gamer, we have been making speculation after speculation, and it's okay to make speculation. And sometimes you see those speculations pan out. We looked over the charts, we looked over Jewel, we looked over the Welt GameFi ecosystem and what's happening there as a primal example of where DeFi Kingdoms Jewels is and where it's going to be going as we release more of the game factors. And we looked at yellow pet eggs, gold
Old.
as well. And then we talked about the $13 holla, the competition that's happening between these four individuals, and the winner takes all aspect of this. We're tracking this all season. We're tracking this till November, December, and it's super exciting that you guys are with us with this. So again, like, subscribe, like, anything else you have to say before we check out and go holla at the jewelers within their stream?
No, I just wanna actually I wanna go shout out to the chat, everybody, you guys showing up on our podcast, just letting us know that our podcast is working. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you guys for coming by. For how long has it been? Almost 2 hour podcast. I
Mm-hmm.
hope we are sharing you guys as much knowledge as we can between the macro trader and the macro investor, right? And yeah, I'm glad you guys are interested, and we're gonna keep on doing this, bro. We're gonna keep on
Yeah.
doing this. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Skiller just said someone just went and bought up the floor gardening pets, and then Dak said, I just said I was gonna go work, Skiller. Yo, Dags is
This
hilarious,
guy,
man.
I told you he's a
Dags
cheater,
is
bro. He's a cheater, dog. He's a cheater. He doesn't do jack. Look. We got 7 minutes, right? We're gonna use the 7 minutes. We have the outro. We're gonna talk to the
uh,
chat a little bit. All right, look.
okay.
I see. I'm a gamer. I see his schemes. Okay, I see your scheme. Oh, guys. Um. It's school night. I have to put my kids to school early. I won't make it. Screw you! I know what you did at 12 o'clock. You set your alarm. You went and you bought all that. You cheater! I understand you. And now you're like, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go make a drink for my quote unquote upcoming live. Man just went up into the tavern,
And
bought
bought
all the
all
eggs,
the green pets.
bought all the green pets. I see the charts going up now. This man's a cheater, bro.
Oh gosh.
Hey guys, you're doing a great job on your streams. Keep doing it. Don't mind me. I'm
Listen,
gonna go to work.
listen, this is blockchain. This is blockchain. Things are live, things are happening. People can go do things. And how fun is this going to be
That's a bot.
in down the line as we're doing these seasons, as people, put out their knowledge, put out their alpha, and
Yeah,
we see people go react right away,
I
right?
want that. That's
This
that's
is
the
so
reason why.
awesome. This is so awesome. This is so interesting. And
I
I look,
knew I knew these guys. One of them are gonna be like that, right? We drop some alpha. You drop some info about one of us, and I knew one of them were just gonna be like, "I time to slither in, time to slither."
but you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? green peg egg prices, if the floor keeps getting swept like this, it's just gonna have a positive effect on the entire ecosystem.
Uh,
So Dags,
yeah.
please go keep sweeping up the floor.
Yeah, do your thing. I'm not
Uh,
hating. Do it. I changed my strategy. Yo, the man talking about my gas price. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before he makes some stupid tweet how I almost lost, look. I took one for the team, for the whole DeFi Kingdom team, right? I made a holiday wallet. I sent my guys over. I had point 0.7 Joule on my holiday wallet and take it in because we have to allocate stuff. So I told this in the beginning of the stream, but I panicked because I couldn't I couldn't transact anymore because I didn't have any allocations. But because I'm a gamer, Dags, I'm not a cheater like you, right? I figured things out and I sold some of my stuff and I got enough Jewel. Okay, Dag, you cheater. Go slither into the taverns again, bro.
he
Team,
said, "Time to slither in."
time
Oh
to
my
Yo,
goodness!
he's Team
Oh my
Slytherin, dog.
goodness! Oh my goodness! Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna pour me a drink
yeah, let's go.
and hop on their stream
Yep.
and dig in. But this was a great stream. Thanks to everybody for showing up.
Thank you,
And
everybody.
we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, peace.